Peace, family. This is Dr. Sadiki Baye coming to you once again every Saturday, giving you a dynamic topic that is essential for us to regain our balance. And I'd like to give all honor to our Creator, whatever name you want to call the Creator, there's only one. And giving honor to the ancestors that were here before us, that the Creator blessed with the blueprint of life to give us some meaning, some direction, and some purpose. So we are the ancestors. Let's keep that in mind, having a human experience. So we must keep the connection with the spiritual ancestors because sooner or later we will go back to the spirit. This 2% would go back to the earth, and the 98% would go back to the spirit to transform itself into another being. So the topic for today, family, it's a dynamic topic. And the topic is energy. Energy. Everything is energy in its own form that is vibrating at its own frequency. That's what makes everything unique. It's vibrating at its own frequency, but it's nothing but energy that is housed in this matter, in this body, because the essence of God is within. So we must keep this house clean, this body clean, so God can continue to be there when we need it, and just be there. So let's talk about energy, family. Energy. What is energy? Energy is the strength and vitality required for sustained physical and mental activity. Whew. Wow. Family, I hope you're hearing what I'm saying. This is a mouthful, and I'm going to say it again. Energy is the strength and vitality required for sustained physical and mental activity. Mm, get that, family, because they misled and misguided and misdirected us. So I'm going to take you back to etymology, the original meaning of words and terms. Now, energy, in other words, energy has the potential to change anything. As a matter of fact, energy is the cause of any change. The cause. So, with that in mind, I would like to share with you that there's two categories of energy. The first category is potential energy. The second is kinetic energy. So what is potential energy? Potential energy is the possession of energy by the body by virtue of its position. By virtue of its position. And kinetic energy is the possession of energy by the body by virtue of its motion. So one is position and one is motion. One is why and the other is the reason. So we must understand those two categories, family, that is possessed by the body. One is, again, position and the other is motion. Potential energy, kinetic energy. Kinetic is how man moves, how things move. So, family, let me also share with you, as usual, the synonyms and antonyms of this term, this great thing that we call energy. And the synonyms for energy, which is synonyms, as you know, is similar or connected to or the same. And there's many, but I like to share with you a couple of them so you can see a bigger picture as usual. So some of the synonyms for energy are vitality, vigor, life, liveliness, and power. Woo! And some antonyms, which is the opposite of energy, are impotence, cowardice, um, uh, despiritedness, lifelessness, no endurance, dullness, uselessness. Wow. And I think I said powerlessness. Powerlessness. These are the opposites of energy. Mm. Wow. Impotence and cowardice. Now, so far, look in the mirror, family, and see if you are in the category of positive energy or energy in its reality. Okay, now let's go a little further. Now, energy has, let's just look at food energy. What is food energy? Food energy is the chemicals that are derived from the food, the chemical energy that is derived from the food. And what is that? Protein, carbs or carbohydrates, and fats. Okay, now when you look at those things, let's just look at carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is the main chemical that the body needs to function. Now, carbohydrates, I know you heard that term a lot, carbs, carbohydrates. And what are carbs and carbohydrates? Like I said before, they are the main chemical, main ingredient that the body needs to function. And what are the main foods that have the carbohydrates? Okay, you got fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, beans, and grains. These are the things that keeps the body functioning. The enzymes in those foods is the energy that stimulates. It stimulates the tissues in your body, the muscles in your body, such as the liver, and all other muscles, including the heart. So, family, we must understand the importance of energy because everything that exists has it represents energy. It's operating at its own frequency. It's vibrating at its own frequency. That's what makes it so unique. The trees, the grass, the water, the birds, the bees, the butterflies, man, the human being. So everything is operating at its own frequency, its vibratory infinity, which makes it unique, but it's all energy. Energy in its physical form. So let's understand that, family. Now, I also want to share with you another kind of energy with it, which is solar energy. And I know you've heard that a lot. And solar energy is energy that is transformed. It's the it's the transformation of heat from the sun. That's what solar energy is. The transformation of heat from the sun. Mm. So, family, that's what you call power. That's what you call power. When you can transform the energy from the sun to make it heat, Wow. And the heat um, is basically used, or the greatest use of solar energy is for cooking, is for heat, for heating, cooking, and drying. Those are the main uses of solar heat. So I'm sharing with you the different forms of heat, the different purposes of heat, the power of heat, which comes from energy. Energy is the main thing. And the energy from the sun is heat. So it's transformed. Transformation is the key to all change. Now, family, again, the oldest use of solar energy is for cooking, it's for heating, and it's for drying. So, power. What is power? Now, power is the capacity and the ability to influence change, or it can be a direct influence of change of others, and it can influence a change in current events, in the course of events. So, energy, power. Power is the greatest form of energy. Power. Power has the ability and the capacity to create direct change in others or the course of events. Now, that's what you call power. A lot of us say, well, no one can change anyone. Well, your power can influence the change of others and the direction and the course of events. That's what you call some serious power. See, God gave us the power. So if he gave us the power, we are power. We are power. Remember that song, I Got the Power? Yeah, you have the power. Why? Because you are power. Energy. Everything that exists is a form of energy vibrating at its own frequency, which makes it unique. Mm, that's some deep stuff. Now, power helps a person or helps you to control the things in your life. Power. Power brings more control in your life. What does it control? It controls your actions and your emotions. It can even influence the change of your environment. That's some serious power. Serious power. Now, power gives people the control of themselves and their environment. Themselves and the environment. But see, everybody have the power in them, but we have to find a process to bring it out and use it to its fullness. Because God gave us the power and the ability and the capacity to influence any change. So we need to stop saying I can't change anything or anybody. Your power can be so great that you can influence that. So power is a powerful thing. Power is a powerful thing. But the greatest power is willpower. The greatest power is willpower. So what is willpower? Willpower uh, deals with supreme control or resistance. Control and or resistance. Most people can resist certain things and certain people because of their faces or their titles. But we have to dig in and tap into the powers that's within and bring it out to give us the results that is desirable. It's there for the getting. We are the original people. So God gave us the power and the ability to name everything. So be careful what you name things. Be careful. It ain't nothing until you call it. And some people call some crazy things. Crazy, crazy. So we must understand that we must see the good in everything because everything has its reason and we have to find out. Everything has its purpose and we have to find its reason. And once you find its reason, then you're always on top of it. And the only way that you can control anything is you have to first get a grip on it. Once you get a grip, then you can maneuver it. That's power. So always remember, family, that the greatest power is willpower. And that's personal. And again, that's about control and or resistance or resist. You can control it or resist it. So I just want to say this, that there is no such thing as luck, chance, coincidence, and accidents. There's only cause and effect, the law of karma. Those are choices. There is no effect without a cause, and there is no cause without an effect. They are correlated. They have a serious relationship. They are codependent. And let me give you a serious example of that. And I know some of you might even flag me, but it's all good. Don't forget, just because it's new doesn't mean it's true. Or let me say this again, just because it's new, it doesn't mean it's not true. Now, God created everything. God even created the devil. So everything has its opposites: north, south, east, west, in and out, light, darkness, left, right, God, the devil, good, evil, no, ignorance. So they're opposite ends of the same line. But God created the devil so that we can see the difference, so that we can come towards God. The purpose of the devil is to check out its nature so that we can run from it and go towards God. And the devil is not always a face. The devil is the energy that people entertain. Evil. Spell evil backwards and you have life. I mean, you have live. And when you have been evil for a long time, you become the devil. So spell devil backwards and you get lived. So is that a coincidence? Evil. Spell backwards, life. I mean live. The devil, spell devil back, that means you have lived a good life, a God life. Family, there's no such thing as coincidence. There's only cause and effect. Everything that you see came from a cause. Everything that you experience came from a cause. All causes have an effect, and all effects have a cause. If you do not, um, if you are not pleased with the effect, we have the power, the energy to change it, to get the desired results that we need. So energy, again, man, I just, energy. We're nothing but a ball of energy with a face. And the heart is in tune with the rhythm of the universe. It's not even connected to no electricity. Isn't that a miracle in itself? It beats with the tune of the universe. And don't forget, always put on your breastplate. The breastplate. Why the breastplate? I mean, all this body I have, and this just says put on the breastplate of God. What do they mean by that? The breastplate does what? It protects the heart. And the heart is the center of who you are. So always protect the heart, especially when you are out here in this revolution. Be ye in this world, but not of it. So, family, we must tap into the energy and the power of our ancestors, the spiritual ancestors, the ones who were here before us, the ones that we need to learn from and stand on their shoulders so that we can see further down the road even before we get there. But unfortunately, a lot of us are failures. We are cowardice. We are impotent. We are dull, dispirited, powerless, because we went for the okie doke. We are the original people of knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We civilized everyone. And after we civilized them, they turned on us. So we have to practice the Sankofa principle and go back and get it and bring it up and validate it. We can do it. Some of us are doing it, but not enough. And because some of us have failed, our children are being punished because of it. And all we do is point the finger at the effect. And we fail to realize and acknowledge the cause. Within my life, there's nothing until I call it. But be careful what you call it, because it's real to you. So, family, again, I can't say it enough. Energy is the strength and vitality required. This is a required thing, strength and vitality, that is required for abstained physical and mental activity. So energy is the cause of any change. So let's transform our energy into the mind of God, the minds of our ancestors. Family, I pray that you got something out of uh, this video of me sharing with you about this powerful term, energy, because everything is energy. You can't destroy energy. All it does is transform. Now, we can transform ourselves into God, or we can transform ourselves into the devil. And we had examples of people transforming into their godhood. And we had examples of people who transformed themselves into the devil. That's what all the stories in these scriptures, and whether it's the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, or whatever, they're nothing but stories of cause and effect, people's experiences. It doesn't matter if there was ever a David, or ever a Moses, or ever Adam. We're talking, name means nature. So we're talking about energies here. You can call it what you want, but the key is the blessing is in the lesson. And our people were wise. They put everything in story form because you can always remember stories. So all of those, everything is in these books are nothing but experiences. They're nothing but stories. Our people were wise and geniuses to do that. So let's get into the story and learn, because the blessing is in the lesson. And learning can be painful, but you can't beat the blessings. So bless yourself by studying to show yourself approval. You got the power. We got the power. We are the most powerful beings in the universe because of our intelligence. Man is the only intelligence that can bear witness that there is God. When the man principle, when the male principle and the female principle come together as one, that is God, because they can recreate themselves, and which are the children. Wow. So family, take what I've said and check it out for yourself. Again, just because it's new doesn't mean it's not true. Sadiki means truthful, trustworthy, friend. And that's what I represent. I know who I am, and everybody else have an opinion. And God gave everybody a right to their opinion like he gave everybody a behind hole. So people's opinion don't have to be your reality. So let's step it up, family, and take our rightful position as the children of the Most High. And do all we can to represent and honor. Family, I love you. I bless you. And I want you to prosper. Stay strong and keep your faith where it belongs. Do your best and let God do the rest. You got to know when to hold and know when to fold. Keep your head towards the universe where all strength comes from, and never give up and never, ever, ever, ever give in. No matter how things seem, emotions are seen, because everything is, always was, and always will be in divine order. God does not make any mistakes, but we do. But when you learn from your mistakes, it's all good. So keep on growing and keep on learning. You can't go wrong. And always remember that learning can be painful. It can be hurting. It can be uncomfortable. But once you get to the other side, you can't beat the blessings. You can't. Remember, no pain, no gain. Always remind yourself of that. Keep your lights on and keep them bright at all times. And remember that everything that exists is energy vibrating at its own frequency. As a matter of fact, energy is an attribute of God. Power is an attribute of God. And that's what we are. When you look in the mirror, you see the image and the likeness of God, of energy, of power, of the universe. We are the universe as individuals. So family, do all you can to fulfill your purpose and create a righteous legacy that will last for generations to come by passing yourself down to the children. And that's how you continue to live. Happy new journey, family. Happy new you. This is Dr. Sadiki, your servant, and my pleasure to share with you what I have been blessed with. Hotep, Baraka, and peace. My beautiful family. Until the next time. Keep your head up and do the right thing to bless yourself. Baraka.